Every fear, every tragedy, every heartbreak in this world starts from one simple thing: not understanding. When we don't get something, whether it's a person, a situation, or the chaos of life itself, our mind steps in like a Hollywood director and builds these massive shadows out of nothing. Then we stand there trembling, heart pounding, staring at the monsters we created with our own thoughts. People don't fear evil because evil shows up with a face you can see it, hear it, growl, and grab a reason to fight back or run. No, what really grips us by the throat is the unknown. That foggy no-man's land at the edge of what we know, where every boundary dissolves into mystery. We fear ghosts, not because we've seen one floating through our bedroom, but because we can't prove they're fake. We fear the pitch-black night, not for the stars we miss, but because we can't spot the step ahead that might drop us into an abyss. And deepest of all, we fear other people, not because they're all villains, but because nobody ever sat us down in school and taught us the real owner's manual on human nature. There's no class called Human Behavior 101 on the curriculum. No textbook breaking down how a buddy's pat on the back can turn into a knife twist, or how that sweet southern smile at the barbecue can be hiding a cold-blooded hustle for the last rib on the plate. We grow up swallowing this fairy tale that everybody's got a good heart deep down, that if you plant kindness like seeds in a garden, it'll bloom right back at you every time. Live right, treat folks fair, and the universe will deal you aces. Or so the story goes. But then life rolls in like a freight train, one rude awakening after another, smashing that dream to bits. Your first real betrayal from a so-called friend who ghosts you after borrowing your truck for just one weekend. The co-worker who smiles through team meetings but sabotages your promotion behind closed doors. The family drama at Thanksgiving where aunts start whispering about who gets grandma's house. It stings. Yeah, but the knife that really twists is the cold realization that you never truly understood them, or even yourself. Maybe humanity's greatest downfall isn't the bad guys out there winning, it's the thick fog of confusion we all stumble through. We're surrounded by millions of souls in this crowded world, yet each of us is lost, wandering blind in the endless maze of what makes people tick. So yeah, misunderstanding our own species might just be the spark that lights every fire of suffering we feel. Welcome to the Christ Life Pill, where we peel back the layers on truths society would rather keep buried under feel-good memes and Sunday sermons. The nature of fear. Fear's straight up the firstborn child of ignorance, the bastard offspring of not knowing jack. We only quake in our boots over stuff we can't wrap our heads around, and the second light hits it, poof, fear evaporates like dew on a hot Texas sidewalk at dawn. Picture this everyday American scene. A mangy stray dog barking at your chain-link fence in the suburbs. At first you're spooked, those teeth look sharp, that growl sounds mean. But then you clock the facts. Dogs can't scale a 6-foot fence like Spider-Man, and one solid slam of the gate leaves it whining on the other side, harmless as a puppy. Fear? Gone. Your brain files it under managed threat and moves on to binge-watching Netflix. Now swap that pup for something straight out of a Stephen King novel. A ghost rattling chains in your attic. No body, no rules, no off switch. Bam, pulse racing like you're sprinting from a bear, breaths coming in gasps, mind flooding with every horror flick you've ever seen. Not because Casper's real and out for blood, but because the blank slate lets your imagination paint pure nightmare fuel. The fuzzier the picture, the bigger the terror. The sharper the truth, the steadier your nerves. It's a rock-solid rule of the human psyche, but damn if most folks don't swerve hard from facing it head-on. Here's the gut-punch twist, though. Fear isn't lurking out there in the boogeyman, the blackout, or that shady neighbor with the too friendly wave. Nah, it's cooked up fresh inside your own skull, served hot by your overactive brain. We don't fear reality straight up. We fear the blockbuster remix our minds direct, produce, and star in. That creak on the stairs at 2 a.m., suddenly, it's a masked intruder from a true crime podcast, not the house settling. An offhand text like, "We need to talk." Boom, your head scripts a full breakup saga with lawyers and custody battles. The human brain's a 24/7 crisis factory, tireless as a Vegas slot machine. It snatches scraps of real life, a late-night shift, a dodged call. A sideways glance tosses in old scars from that high school bully or your parents' divorce, sprinkles worry like bad seasoning, then cranks it to 11 into a full-blown apocalypse. And get this irony. In our mad dash to dodge that fear, we birth scarier beasts. Terrified of heartbreak, you slam up emotional walls thicker than Trump's border dream. Scared of going broke, you micromanage every dime and every deal like a Wall Street wolf. Afraid of getting played? You flip the script and become the player first, ghosting dates and stiffing contractors. Fear stops being a quick adrenaline hit. It morphs into your operating system, the hidden code running every relationship, every career move, every midnight scroll through regrets. Folks swear they're chasing love, building families, grinding at the 9 to 5 for passion, but peel it back, and it's fear of dying alone in a studio apartment, fear of the poorhouse knocking, fear of hellfire for skipping church. Your whole life's a marathon of choices born screaming from fright. Until you trace fear back to its dirty roots, you're just its meat puppet, dancing on invisible strings. It bombards you with those endless, unanswerable what-ifs that keep you up at night. What if this side hustle tanks and I'm flipping burgers at 50? What if she walks out like mum did to dad? What if the doc's call tomorrow says it's cancer? The mind despises a vacuum. It demands concrete, certainty, a roadmap. Can't grab it? It manufactures demons, filling the void with custom horrors worse than any real storm. Explains why soldiers hunker calm under artillery barrages in Afghanistan but shatter over, what if I never get promoted? Back home bombs are predictable. Tomorrows are infinite bad fanfic. But crack the code on fear's playbook and freedom hits like cool rain on a dusty road. Recognize it as your lizard brain's glitchy smoke alarm beeping at shadows, and it quits yanking your chain. You don't gotta nuke fear from orbit, just flood it with understanding's high beams. Light pours in, darkness slinks away without a fight. Turns out fear ain't the devil, it's a funhouse mirror, cranked to distortion, spotlighting every blind corner in your soul. Shine more light there, watch the suffering shrink, get crystal clear, and peace settles in like an old friend. One fine day, it clicks. This world's never been the monster under the bed. We were just too dim to flip on the switch and stop shaking. Human nature's dual core good and evil? Nah, they're twins fused on the same damn quarter you flip for every big call. Nobody rolls out of the crib as a saint or a sociopath. Pure good or pure bad is kid stuff. Deep in our wiring, we oscillate wild between raw survival drive and that higher pull toward right and wrong, like a pickup truck idling between park and pedal to the metal. Nothing on the line? You're all apple pie and yes ma'ams, handing out compliments at the block party. But waive some real stakes, a job promotion, a fat inheritance, that last parking spot at Walmart on Black Friday, and primal mode engages. Nature shapeshifts faster than a politician's promises. That neighbor who high-fives you over backyard beers today. Tomorrow, he's lowballing your garage sale, vintage baseball cards, or spreading rumors to snag your lake house spot. Ain't, 'cause he woke up evil incarnate. It's the ancient survival subroutine kicking in, same as every critter from squirrels to sharks. Nobody's factory set for wickedness. But corner him with no witnesses, no cameras, no cuffs. Capabilities there, switch flipped. Sounds like a downer barstool rant, but it's the unvarnished Polaroid of human wiring. Morality mostly shines under stadium lights, backed by laws, badges, and busybody neighbors. Dial down the scrutiny, crank up the shadows, and truth oozes out like spilled motor oil on a driveway, slow, dark, unstoppable. We start life in this padded playpen illusion. Kindergarten buddies share crayons without a side eye. Teachers drone do unto others. Little league coaches preach teamwork over home run glory. School's this sanitized snow globe. No cutthroat office politics. No corner-cutting bosses. No hormones raging into bad hookups. It's a cozy soundstage where you rehearse nice guy lines with zero stakes, no ad-libs required. Small wonder, so many fresh college grads hit the real world like a fawn on ice, shocked silent when the corporate ladder turns into a snake pit. They banked on society running on golden rule autopilot. Truth? It's a coliseum of defenses, turf wars, power flexes, and backroom trades. Graduate into the wild. Buddies vanish after you spot them that rent money for emergencies. Tinder matches ghost post Netflix. Office rivals smile through TPS reports but poison your water cooler rep. Cousins claw over Uncle Joe's were like hyenas on a carcass. These ain't freak accidents. They're the default settings, the physics of self-preservation. Folks don't morph into jerks for sport. They guard their turf like a mama bear with cubs. Like that stray alley cat you feed it, don't want to scratch, but back it into the dumpster and claws fly. Interests collide, ethics contract like cheap leather in the rain. Good person or bad apple. Temporary bumper stickers, swapped out by context, angle, and adrenaline. The epic fail in all this? Our whole education system's a one-sided pump-up on virtue, zero crash course in street smarts. From finger paints to diplomas, it's non-stop good begets good, karma's common. Nice guys finish first if they hustle. Plant those virtue seeds, harvest the win. But crickets on the wolves in sheepskin raking millions, while soup kitchen saints scrape by. No heads up that goodness has an expiration date, that blind trust is a sucker bet, that reading the room beats reciting Bible verses every time. So we march into adulthood lugging this shiny but brittle worldview, easy as glass. First real shank friend flakes on your wedding invite after you bankrolled his Vegas bachelor blowout. Girlfriend cleans out the joint account for self-care. Boss promotes the bootlicker pain. Explodes, not from their moves, but the seismic crash of naive ideals meeting concrete reality. We ache not because they're demons, but because we overdosed on their halo hype. World didn't flip evil overnight, we just sidestepped staring human nature's mugshot straight on. At our core, we're adaptive survivors, dialing choices to the survival math. Belly full from Cracker Barrel all you can eat, morals overflow like sweet tea, stomach growling after layoffs, bread first, sermons later. Fortress secure? We're volunteering at church soup kitchens. Peril knocking? Fangs bared, no hesitation. Ain't moral collapse, it's biology's baseline, etched in every cell. Every empire from Rome to Silicon Valley, every faith from the cross to the crescent, every philosopher from Plato to Jordan Peterson's been grinding to domesticate that beast. Never eradicated, just shrink-wrapped in suits, apps, and professionalism veneers. When you judge that backstabber hard, you're really clocking your own survival software mirrored back. Grasp this duality, and cynicism melts into razor clarity. Spot good evil as context-driven coin tosses by timing, turf, temptation, and you ditch blind devotion or venomous grudges. Every soul packs sunshine and storm clouds, queued up by the script life hands them. Embrace that raw fact, and people snap into focus, not their Instagram highlight reel, but their full potential for glory or grime. Bye-bye cotton candy dreams of perpetual paradise. Now, you clock precisely when to extend the hand, when to bolt the door. Live generous without gullible, resilient without ruthless, compassionate but calculating like a chess grandmaster. Only those who master the coin's flip stay spotless in life's mud wrestle, without getting dragged into instinct's frenzy. No more finger-wagging at the cruel world, no paralyzing dread of the next knife. Human nature's etched in stone since Eden, we lack the guts and light to decode it deep. Fear and human nature's toxic dance. We lock eyes and shiver, not because the other guy's a certified psycho, but because we can't map their breaking point. Dread the stab in the back, cause we mythologize love as granite eternal. Fear the con, cause we pretend hearts got neon trust me borders. Fear the hit, cause we blank on how feral folks turn when their wallet or ego gets dinged. Cold fact, our good game rivals our dark side horsepower watt for watt. Difference? Survival picks the mask hero cape or villain hood. Internalize that and naive gashes scar over while bitter bile fades. Vigilant yet merciful becomes your vibe. Wary enough to sidestep ego traps. Gracious enough to nod that perfection's a myth even in the mirror. Decoding human OS don't breed despair, it arms you for the arena. Betrayal? Not apocalypse, just instinct overriding the off-ramp. Fear's frenzy? Brain's futile grip on the ungrippable. Outcome? You pivot to cool observation over hot judgment. Hearts ain't hackable like iPhones, but your responses? Yours to code. Spot phoniness as Tuesday routine, no freak out. Backstabbers? Their animal wiring shorted the logic circuits, no hate required. Knowledge strips fear's fangs, it starves in the glare of gotcha. Pin down its triggers, mechanics, puppet strings, and evasion's obsolete. You square up like a cowboy facing a declawed coyote mask, ripped, tricks exposed. Fear flips script, from tyrant to trusty compass, scanning your inner terrain. Nail human nature, fear folks evaporate. Nail fear, fear yourself dissolves. Fuse 'em seamless, freedom floods, true liberty? Not chain-free fantasy, it's X-ray vision on every bind, every tug, illuminate 'em full, and terror troops retreat. Wounds upgrade to wisdom drops. Twisted souls shrink to self-reflection pains. Ignorance births. Bondage insight unleashes wings. Lost in human haze, you're a cornered rat in the labyrinth. Jumpy, every corner a jump scare trap. Summon the steel to drill deeper. Decode good evil as survival's tag team champs. Fog lifts, pieces slot. No fury at shadows, no sucker faith in glows. World as is, unfiltered, unpainted, profoundly known. That knowing, fears kryptonite. Comprehend, conquer sway. Hearts mutable, bet light, not your soul's mortgage. Instinctual flips, arche dulls to copy that. Mind game jitters, grin and dismiss. Adulthood dawns, ditching Utopia ultimatums, owning the feels of a fractured globe. Human insight don't ice you over, it ignites. Keen kind minus moron, iron mercy minus mark. Virtue blind, toddler tantrum. Smart solo, sociopath starter kit. Nail the harmony, that's the holy grail. Human blueprint cracks inner jail wide. Principles forged to survival steel, not poster fluff. Clock world's gears, souls spins, your own code, you shed fear's skin, judgment's junk, dive into authentic stride. Life quits, shoving you steer, serene, sighted, unchained. Breathe deep. That's the Christ life pill, understanding away from every cage. And now, live it.